Mike Camarado again with Learning God Ministries. I'm in my new office. It's a car, but it's my new office. Well, let's change it up a little bit this week. I'm in my car and I said, why don't I film a video while something's on my mind? And I have my phone, of course, and here's the video. So what is the message this week? This message, I want everyone to be wary of the monster in the Christian hat. That kind of monster? Well, yeah, in a way. So what's the monster in the Christian hat? Us as Christians, our job, our duty is to share God's word. Get people to Jesus, get people to God, get people to heaven, save souls. Now, I'm not forthwith with all this stuff. I don't go to somebody in the street and say, you have to believe in God. As everybody knows me, I speak in a way where it's pretty, I hope, normal. Or a normal way to do it. Although what I say out of my mouth might not sound so normal to some people. So who's the monster in the Christian hat? People that say that they're Christians have to also live their life as a Christian. That's our duty. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. Just depends who you are. This week I was on a Christian website, where people were posting their problems and their issues and any struggles that they were having with their belief with God, Jesus, heaven. And other people were helping other people. And of course I was on the site, and as my new ministry ability or whatever, I decided to help someone as well. And I was thanked. I posted one of my Learning God Ministries videos that actually answered one of these questions. So they saw the video, and they actually replied that, I never saw it like that before. I never saw it that way before. You really helped me out. And a lot of people responded that they liked what the message was. I'm not edifying myself. It's just that I told it in a way that spoke, in plain English. So anyway, one person decided that they're going to report my video because I'm advertising. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that Learning God Ministries has not made a penny, nor will I make a penny until things start costing me money. A YouTube channel's free. I don't make any money. I don't even make money on the messages. It's not a monetized site. Because sharing God's word must be free. You can't start charging people, because once the monetary thing comes into play, then your belief goes like this. People stop listening. I don't want money from anybody. Unless, of course, there's an event that I have to do that I need money to make the event. I can't have it cost me money, but that's a whole other thing. For me to just talk about God and gospel and Bible and Jesus and whatever, it's got to be free. So this one person reported me that I was advertising, commercializing my site. And the moderators wrote me, and they said that I'm not allowed to do what this person reported. So they looked into it, and they also said that I was advertising. And they said, you're not allowed to advertise, but if you want to pay us, then you'll be able to advertise your site. I said, well, I'm not commercializing anything because I'm not making any money. So there's no need for me to advertise my business, because in that case, we all have a business online. Everybody here is talking about God. Are we advertising God? All of us are. The only difference with me was I posted a video, which was the difference of everyone else just typing. So anyway, the moderator said, if you want to advertise, you could pay us. I said, I'm not going to do that, because could you imagine every time we had to share the good word or the gospel with somebody, that we had to take a $20 bill out of our hand and pay somebody to listen? Who would share the gospel? I told 5 people today, and it only cost me $100. Well, clearly that's not the way to go. God is up there saying, okay, guys, listen, is this really what you are doing with what I told you guys to do? I didn't say to go out and collect money from people or pay people to hear me. This is free stuff. So the moderators then have banned me, Learning God Ministries, from the site. I'm no longer able to post videos, of course, but I can't even type on the site and give any kind of ministry, conversation or anything. And that's fine. A lot of people think, hey, you must be upset and offended, and that's fine. I don't mind. This is a clear case of man's rules trumping God's rules. Man had rules on their website. God had rules to give out the messages for free. Man trumped God's rule. Clear case of exactly that happening. I'm not offended. The only thing I do is I pray. I pray for these people, and I hope that everything goes well with them. And I do pray, and I hope they do see God eventually. I know that they think they see God, but to report me for talking about God, no, they didn't report me for that. They reported because they thought I was self-serving myself by promoting or advertising my website, which I wasn't doing, but it doesn't matter. That's the way they felt, and I have to abide by it because that's their man-made site. I know what God thinks, and that's all that I care about. What did God think? And I know he's got my back, and I know he's on my side with his entire thing, but these are the hurdles that Christians are going to come across throughout their Christian life. So not just with the non-believers. You're going to hear it from the believers too. And I've already heard it from a lot of people. The Church of Satan has already written me a while back about my book. It's okay. I'm not offended. This is what has to be done. And God always said, still does, that you're going to be met with resistance. And it's fine with me. I don't mind. So, as a true believer and a Christian, all us as true believers, we really should band together. The gospel is free. Telling people about God is free. It has to be free. It has to remain that way. You collect money for the things that man needs, but you can't collect money for telling somebody about God. All right, that's all I got to say. I'm not offended, but just be wary of the Christian, of the monster that wears the Christian hat, because they're out there, and you just have to watch. And don't argue with them, as I didn't argue with anyone at the site either. Just let them say their piece and pray to God. That's it. All right, Mike Camarado, Learning God Ministries, and don't forget, whatever you do, do it with God, but try not to charge somebody else about it. All right, cool. See you next week. Bye.